another one, and this time let's English it out. And what do we have? Big delay on move 2. Okay, and I remember this being wrong if I take on e4. So I'm just going to go knight f3. Okay. And getting outside of the norm here. Let's just play chess. I didn't like the bishop being there. I just felt misplaced, so I wanted to convince him to stay. Okay. Thought about queen b3, but it'll be met by queen b6. I'm not in the trading business today. I can play d4 at any time to shore up this pawn, but I'm thinking more about pushing it at some point. Like knight d4, e6 could be interesting, which is my main candidate, and that's what I'm going for. Kind of annoying. And let's first keep the tension in the position, give the opponent more chance to go wrong. Makes sense. Looking at bishop f4. If bishop d6, bishop g5. Okay. So I kind of want to do this anyway because I've got some tricky ideas with takes and bishop g4. Okay, takes if yeah. I'm getting the e6 square no matter what. He's definitely getting some compensation. He's got the bishop pair, but I just couldn't help myself. Uh-huh. And I did not calculate this all the way. Rook takes b7, queen d6. Queen g4. Queen takes d5. He can't take there. You know what? Let's just play a solid move and be okay. b5, I take the rook. If there, definitely should have been considered. I need queen h5, but I fumbled the position. Missed my opportunity there. And now he's the one who's getting play, and I don't appreciate that. Need to pick up the pace a little bit. How about that? Good B. Okay. Keep control. Oh, I had rook g8. That was terrible. Sometimes you gamble and you win. That was one of those very lucky times. Drop the rook for no reason. Okay. So let's take a look and see how bad I butchered this opening. That's a 2400 rated player. It's a very reasonable chess player. Okay. Knight f3, bishop f5, d3. All this was normal stuff. Following Carlsen Aronian 2018. So, I guess it was somewhere in my noggin. But then c6 it didn't like because of an idea I played later. Knight d4 and also rook b1. Okay. And knight d4 is like screaming to be played every move. Play it. Play it sooner. But then you play f4. Wonderful follow-up type ideas. I see. Why didn't you play the good move sooner? So I play rook e1 and ruin most of my advantage. This is why c5 was necessary for black earlier. And then f4 again. So much better than... And then your rook needed to be on f1. What are you doing? But e6, I was all about this idea, and then I'm just trying to make things work. Bishop f1 to go to h3. Why did you feel the need to trade off a good b? Yes, bishop f1 with the same idea. Do it, computer. That's what I needed in my life. Okay, so I didn't like absolutely destroy my edge, thankfully, but now I just need to simply admit that I'm wrong and go knight e2. No, takes. Knight e6, and this was the moment of truth. I needed to go queen b3. Actually, this was the moment of truth. And did I... Rook e4 it liked more. Okay, rook e2 it didn't absolutely hate, but I did at least calculate the fact that rook takes b7 was not good after queen d6 because of the dual threat, and I had no consistent follow-up. I looked at ideas like queen g4 here, but he'll just simply take the bishop, not take the rook, and get mated because his bishop's busy tethered. So, good. I evaluated at least one thing well today, but in my haste to find another move, I play a bad one and I'm 19 seconds down. So rook a b8, a4, trying to play against b5, and my opponent gives me time to take that idea away, and queen takes b7 here. Not a move you get to play every day because that looks really, really scary, but then just mate. So, yeah, no. I didn't consider that at all, and that is a money move. Tactics, yes. f3, okay. Set up the fortress. Gotta love it. And tickle the a-pawn. You create the weakness, and then I'm happy to do this because I knew my rooks would be able to get into the game. And white is completely winning here. And as soon as I played the rook move, I saw rook g8, but then that is all she wrote. So that was not the best play on my part. And rook g8 again. Oh, I even saw the idea and spurned it. I just wasn't calculating. Doo-doo. Again, you get the positional edge. You need the tactical skill to put them away. Then I'm just like fumbling the position because I've got 8 seconds. My opponent has 12, and time scramble. And we know what happened. This is simply a case of not fast enough. Okay. That'll do it for this one. Hopefully it's at least mildly entertaining.